Jack, when we last spoke, it was all positive after that Cheltenham win. Feels like a bit of air has been let out of the balloon in the last two games, though.
Yeah, I think the last time we spoke, you're right, was after the Cheltenham game, and it was, spirit was high in the camp. Mood was really good performance. Then we went to Carlisle, and I thought it was a decent enough point, decent enough performance as well. And I think just recently the performances have come off it a little bit, and it's been disappointing. I think the other night at Notts was really disappointing. I think first half we kind of showed good character. We had to suffer at times as a team, but we kind of went in the half time thinking second half we can get something out of this. And as soon as one went in, another went in, and the mentality probably needs to change, because as soon as one goes in, we seem to be conceding a couple more when that should be happening.
You're obviously new to the dressing room and new to the fold. Have you known a sort of trend like that? Because it's happened at MK Dons so often that first one goes in and so quickly heads can drop.
No, I've never really experienced that, but I think it's important that as a team here, with the players that we've got and the staff that we've got here, we can't accept losing. We can't accept really conceding sloppy goals. I think, like I said, we've got a really good group, really good staff, and everything's set up for us to do well here. You see the facilities, everything that we get given. It's the performances and the results have simply not been good enough. And obviously the fans' frustration on Wednesday night was apparent, and I've been a football fan myself. When you go and watch a game and your team doesn't perform, there's nothing worse. It ruins your night, ruins your weekend, and it's up for us to change that. I think we know the season's not gone well, but we need to give them something to cheer at, something to go home proud about their team, knowing that everyone's given 100%. I think usually everyone does give 100%. It's just that the team's not performing the right way at the minute, and hopefully it'll change.
We heard the chief exec this morning saying that there's a new manager on the horizon. Does that give you players some stability or a sense of, I don't know, calm behind the scenes now?
You could look at it either way, I think. Like I said, you could look at it either way. I think, whoever's coming in, they will be watching the game, so each player has to take it as they have to perform, even though regardless whether a new manager's in. Whoever that may be, we don't know. But I just think every player has to now perform to the end of the season, because it puts them in good stead for a new manager to come in. And like I said about mentality, that does need to change, because mentality just can't switch straight away. The mentality has to change now, and that'll put us in good stead for next season. So results need to pick up, and performances as well.
I mean, it's not a slight on Ben Gladwin, is it, that he's taken on the role, and he's kind of had to not quite hold your hands, but just lead the club as best he can, knowing that somebody's waiting in the wings.
Yeah, I think he's been brilliant as well. I know we started off really well, and the past couple of results haven't been great, but you can see tactically he's very good. He's got a really good relationship with the players, and that's what's so disappointing when you come away losing games and you're suffering with big goal deficits. You kind of feel like you're letting him down to some extent, and because he's such a good person, like the assistant Busty, all the staff, you kind of feel like you're letting them down as well as the fans. So there's not really much more he can do. Like I said, he sets the team up. We know what we need to do. We're just not delivering, and it's completely on us as a team. And like I said, it just needs to change fast.
And what better opportunity to do it than tomorrow against Barrow, a game at home. The games are ticking off, and the games at home are ticking off. You want to end the season brightly for the supporters. Yeah,
that's important that we end the season brightly for the supporters. And like I said to you, I've been a football fan, so it's important they go home tomorrow with a smile on their face, knowing that their teams give everything. They've got 3 points. The games are ticking off fast, but I think when you're losing games, it's important for games to come thick and fast, so you can get a turnaround, you can get good results. But I just think at the minute, results aren't going our way, but I think one win again will spark us on a bit of a trajectory, and that's what we need.